Would you enjoy seeing African animals right next to you? Adventurers often travel to Africa for safari to gain such an experience. This trip is far from trivial and not entirely safe either. A video journey, however, is always a more convenient and safer alternative. We're now in one of the most popular destinations for safari enthusiasts. Kruger National Park in South Africa, one of the oldest African nature reserves, established in 1896. Here, the authentic nature of the continent has been preserved even nowadays. And the local infrastructure is also very well developed to also visit conveniently. You can comfortably observe various animals and birds, including predators. With the park spanning over 7,523 square miles, there's plenty to see, whether from the window of a small villa or from a car driving through the reserve. See how confident and relaxed the animals are? It's incomparable to those living in zoos. Freedom and nature truly make a difference. To observe this incredible diversity on its own, many safari lovers go here, almost 1 million tourists annually. One interesting fact, this park is open to visitors all year round. Each season offers plenty to see, though each has its specifics. For instance, the summer months traditionally chosen for vacations are either rainy or extremely hot in Kruger Park. On the other hand, the dry winter months are considered the best for visiting this reserve. However, keep in mind that evenings and nights during winter can be quite chilly. Now, there's no need for you to travel anywhere to witness the splendid local nature. What adventurers observe from the windows of their cars, you'll see from the comfort of your home while getting lots of fascinating facts about the inhabitants of this park. We now present to you footage shot exactly during one of those safaris. Here, a baby hippo is slowly walking with its mother to the water. These animals spend most of their life in the water. They come only onto land to have a bite. One day, it will grow up to be as big as its mother. Adult hippos can weigh up to 8,000 pounds. Hippos are the third largest animals in the world after elephants and white rhinos. This baby hippo is very small and doesn't leave its mother's side. Here it feels completely safe, and not just from predators. Young hippos can be attacked by older members of the group, even by the older children of the same mother. Before giving birth, the mother usually distances herself from the herd and returns about 10 days after birth. Newborn hippos weigh between 55 and 120 pounds. The mother always keeps her baby in sight, as she will only be able to conceive again about 17 months after giving birth. The baby also understands that extra caution is a good idea at all times. Being close to mom is always safer. And here is the largest land animal in the world. This elephant is drinking water. It's almost always hot in Africa, so animals are often thirsty. It's important not to just drink water, but also to splash some on themselves, even a little bit. Mud isn't a problem in this case. Elephants deliberately coat themselves with it to protect their sensitive skin from the intense African sun. And here's the elephant moving towards the trees to eat. These mammals are strictly herbivorous. Despite eating in small portions, an elephant can consume between 200 to 600 pounds of greenery per day. No surprises, since an adult can weigh between 8,000 and 15,000 pounds. Therefore, elephants spend most of their time searching for food. And here's a baby elephant. It stays close to its mother to be on the safe side. Elephant pregnancies can take up to 24 months. With newborns weighing around 200 pounds. This baby elephant is still careless as it explores the world around it and tests its body. As you can see, it loves to play with its own trunk. You always need to let your mommy know that you're somewhere nearby. And mimic her behavior as well. Here are the adult hippos grazing. By default, they're considered to be herbivores. However, scientists have also occasionally come across situations where hippos were eating the meat of crocodiles and antelope. Their body shape is pretty interesting. It's wide and barrel-like, but their legs are very short at the same time. Large individuals can have really heavy bellies, which can sometimes even touch the ground. In Kruger Park, you can also meet giraffes. They might be one of the most fascinating animals on the planet. Their peculiar, elongated neck can reach up to 6 feet in length, and their overall height can top 20 feet. This is due to their extraordinary elongated neck vertebrae, the total number of which, however, is only 7. And here, the local buffaloes have laid down to rest a bit. Look at those unusual horns. One part appears to be just laid on one's head, while the other one twists upward. These horns are so strong that even bullets cannot injure them. Don't let their outward calmness confuse you. When a herd starts moving, it pays no attention to anything or anyone in its path. Moreover, if even a single animal spots a hunter, it will attack a man without hesitation. In fact, more people die each year from buffalo attacks than from lions or leopards. And here's another unusual representative of African wildlife, interesting mainly because of its gorgeous horns. Meet the greater kudu, also known as the African antelope. Its spiral, twisted horns are truly a real masterpiece. Their length can reach up to 3 feet. By the way, these horns are a distinct feature of the males only. The savanna wouldn't be complete without hyenas. These species feed on carrion, performing an important role in the food chain. They clean up the environment by consuming the remains of the animals who died or were killed by larger predators. What you're looking at now is the spotted hyena. And now, a cheetah has gone out for hunting. It moves gracefully and quietly across the savanna. This member of the feline family is capable of accelerating to incredible speeds just to catch its prey. Most often, these are antelope or zebras. And here the cheetah has successfully hunted its prey. Before starting to eat, it's crucial to ensure there are no threats from other larger or stronger predators nearby. However, cheetahs often prefer to move their catch to a more secure place. Meanwhile, antelope are peacefully grazing somewhere. These are impalas. They are herd animals. Their coloring has a protective function, helping them blend into their surroundings. An adult impala typically weighs 90 to 160 pounds. They are sought-after prey for many predators. Young impalas are always in focus, since they're so easy to catch. Despite their outward calmness, these animals are very wary. If they suddenly hear suspicious sounds, they immediately move away from the supposed danger. At the same time, impalas are not easily frightened without reason. For instance, they don't fear birds landing on them because they know these birds clean off parasites. Impalas can stay put for a long time until they decide they've had enough and want to move on. And now the impalas might have a reason to be concerned. This leopard seems to be well rested already and is likely going to start his next hunt. And here a rhinoceros is slowly wandering. It's already lost its horn, presumably during a fight with another male. That's why it looks calm and even kind. It should be noted that these species are pretty aggressive by default. And this is an African vulture, a male of the species. It sits high up in a tree to survey a large territory. This allows it to spot where there might be something to scavenge. Despite being predatory birds, they don't hunt on their own, but act as cleaners of the savanna. However, this is also a vital role, cleaning the territory of carcasses. Finally, the flock of vultures has found their prey, the body of a young antelope. The vultures eagerly try to grab their pieces. There are lots of vultures here, but the prey is only one at the moment, and it's uncertain when their next opportunity will arise. Here's a young, mature rhinoceros bull. You can already see his impressive horn. Look at his large and strong body. Such a bull can weigh up to 8,000 pounds. He goes about his business and shouldn't be disturbed, otherwise you might get into trouble. And here's the king of the savannah. This is a young lion because his mane is still relatively short. Generally, the manes of the adult males can reach 12 inches. Moreover, the older the male, the darker his mane becomes. This trick helps distinguish a young lion from a more mature one. And here is a female. She doesn't have a mane at all. In prides, which is what the small groups of these animals are called, males are responsible for defending the territory, while females handle hunting and caring for offspring. Lions have strong, muscular bodies to pursue and corner their prey. They hunt in groups, but they spend most of their time resting. Here is an old lion with a long, dark mane. Older lions in prides are often displaced by younger and stronger males. This lion is bothered by parasites. Due to their aggressive nature, lions don't form symbiotic relationships with other animals or birds that could help them get rid of those parasites. Therefore, they have to manage this themselves, as only they can. And here are other members of the feline family that we met a bit earlier. These ones are not quite yet adults yet. By human standards, they're more like teenagers. They're waiting for their mother to return from hunting. However, it's pretty difficult to wait, enduring that intense African sun. Just take a look at their dense fur with beautiful patterns. By the way, you can distinguish a cheetah from other members of the feline family by the lines along its nose. This female looks very tired, almost nodding off. The reason? Quite simple. They recently had lunch. Most females in the pride participate in hunting, so they get very tired afterwards. Heat doesn't matter when you have little ones to feed. These cheetah cubs are still waiting for their mother. And here, their mother comes back, unfortunately this time without any prey. Now let's take a closer look at how lion pride is organized inside. Most of their time is spent resting and maintaining social bonds within the group. This pride has recently returned from hunting and has delightfully consumed its prey. Despite their aggressive nature, lions are deeply social animals. There are usually more females in prides. Besides the dominant male, there are also young males, typically offspring of the same pride. Despite their social nature, conflicts often occur within these groups. All the animals here have strong personalities. Here we see a female with numerous scars. This is a consequence of conflict resolved through force. Such battles often occur while dividing up the prey, which isn't always sufficient for everyone. A female may need up to 15 pounds of meat per day, while a male lion requires even more, up to 60 pounds. If there is a food shortage, lions may even attack hyenas. Despite everything, it's crucial for lions to preserve good relationships within the pride. The harmonious interaction is especially vital while hunting. In maintaining social contacts, it's important not only to stay close to each other at a short distance, but also to have tactile contact. And this buffalo evidently has become the pride's meal this time. The classic hunting tactic of lions is to pursue a herd of animals and collectively attack an individual that has been separated from the group. Afterwards, the lions simply kill and eat the animal. And then they rest. In this pride, there are many females, but currently no cubs. Lion gestation lasts for 3.5 months, and to give birth, a female always leaves its pride. Cubs are born blind and helpless, feeding exclusively on their mother's milk for up to 6 months, and then transitioning to meat. Unfortunately, due to the aggressive environment, only about half of the cubs survive. This is despite the fact that cubs only join the pride at the age of 2 months. Once in the pride, besides the dominant male, there may be other males, but only while they're adolescents. Currently, there's no conflict among them, but when it comes to reproduction and territory conquest, their relationships would no longer be as friendly as they are now. And this cheetah is fat and happy and very content because it found its prey. Just take a look at the cheetah's long tail. It can be upwards of 30 inches long. Such a long tail doesn't hinder the cheetah. In fact, it serves him quite well. This is a good stabilizer during sharp leaps or turns. Cats are cats, whether they're domestic pets or wild animals. All members of the feline family have similar patterns of behavior. By the way, the cheetah is considered the fastest member of the feline family. It can accelerate to speeds up to 75 miles an hour. Truly astonishing, just like on the highway. Indeed, after such an intense chase, it's necessary to rest and enjoy one's meal. Here's another cheetah that just found its food. After a thorough look around, it can now start eating calmly. Now you're seeing a female rhinoceros with her calf taking a stroll to eat. Rhinos are herbivores. Their population is quite small, and this species is even considered endangered. Unfortunately, some subspecies, like the black rhino, are already considered extinct. The little rhino definitely isn't aware of one of the potential threats in the world around it. It leisurely wanders alongside. The little rhino definitely isn't aware of the potential threats in the world around it, so it leisurely wanders alongside its mother. Within the territory of Kruger National Park, rhinos and other rare and endangered species are safe. There are no poachers here, only tourists who enjoy safaris. Therefore, both young and adult rhinos can forget about any potential threats that may exist outside the park. Rhino calves are born very small, around 80 pounds. At the same time, the weight of an adult rhino can reach 8,800 pounds. However, despite the large weight of an adult, if needed, they can reach speeds up to 28 miles an hour, which is quite fast for an animal of its size. The pregnancy in this case usually lasts long, 15 to 16 months. After birth, rhino calves also stay with their mother for a long time, up to 3.5 years. Only after reaching the age of 2 years, rhino calves fully transition from maternal milk to consuming plant-based food, usually grass. The rhino calves are very curious, but never stray too far from their mothers. In a single day, this animal can consume up to 150 pounds of plant food. If you take a closer look, you can easily notice that rhinos' bodies are completely covered in mud. They deliberately roll in it to protect their sensitive skin from the harmful effect of the African sun. A rhino's horn is typically the most sought-after target for poachers. Despite its appearance resembling bone, chemically the horn is made of keratin, the same material that makes up human fingernails and hair. The longest recorded rhino horn was 60 inches. Here's an interesting fact. Despite their potential aggressiveness, rhinos get along well with the ungulates. In these shots, you can clearly see rhinos and zebras grazing in the same territory. They also maintain harmonious relationships with buffalo and antelope. And certain bird species form symbiotic relationships with rhinos. For example, oxpeckers help rhinos by removing parasites and ticks from their skin. If size permits, animals can escape the scorching African sun by climbing a tree. This is exactly what wise leopards do. And of course, this tactic not only protects them from the sun, but also allows them to spot potential prey. Remaining unnoticed as well. The leopard is a large, muscular, and graceful cat. Its fur has distinctive ring-shaped spots that set it apart from other members of the feline family. The body length of a leopard is approximately 60 inches, excluding its quite long tail. Their weight can reach up to 160 pounds. Leopards are always solitary animals. They have excellent vision and incredibly sharp hearing. The latter is 5 times stronger than humans have, which allows leopards to track their prey quickly and accurately. They move absolutely silently. Leopards are truly skilled at navigating their territory, and over short distances they can reach incredible speeds, up to 40 miles per hour. Even if a leopard is currently sitting quietly, upon spotting its potential prey, it can start moving very quickly. Moreover, when necessary, it can make enormous leaps, up to 32 feet in length and 16 feet in height. Leopards can wait for their prey for a long time. They are very patient hunters. After hunting, leopards calmly return to their usual resting place. To avoid sharing its food with other predators, the cautious leopard takes it away with it. This animal has extremely strong muscles. It's able to drag the body of its prey, which can weigh twice as much as the leopard itself. After having a bite, the leopard continues to rest calmly. Meanwhile, someone else was less fortunate and continues to hunt even as dusk approaches. And with that, our day in Kruger National Park comes to an end.